Eagles fly as they get ready to match up with the New York Giants. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, Thomas on the move to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Thomas. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Now Thomas throwing on first down. Flushed out right. Finds his tight end Ingram. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second and very short, Thomas into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles... Defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll drop the throw. It's complete to Turbin. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick-6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points. Already
at the line, this Philly offense set to go. He'll fire it deep for Rager, and this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7, and it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Hurts throw here, take it in as he's able to find Goddard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's
fights through and now a crease. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Out of his end zone now is Calais. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice... He's got a man! Complete!
Showtime today, baby.
Touchdown! Kadarius Toney, 83 yards. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts fumbles it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And once again, this is Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. From the gun, it's Hurts. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Eagles 27, Giants 21. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Lorenzo Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
It's caught by Sanders. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one. Let's go. Let's go.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Back to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now back to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
Keep playing.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach.
And he works free. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for the Giants.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Powerful running. Down right around the 25. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They'll run again here with Turbin. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Turbin. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They run with Turbin. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Turbin. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try and run. This is Turbin. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in, it's complete. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for Philly.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Watch the screen. Back 55, back 55.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this one to Galladay. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 6. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Back to throw again. It's complete to Turbin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And some room to roam now. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
That's the way to get it going, bro.
A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 4.
Makes the score Eagles 41, Giants 37. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Steps away to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 9-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Play action. Here's Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
The kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Back to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They run the counter now on 1st down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequence.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free.
And this is going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
On first down, Hurts. Open right side, complete to Rager. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Defensively now, the ultimate challenge. Of course, the ball gets in the end zone. This thing's over.
And I remember my coaches always talked about in goal line situations, and now you're in overtime where they have to keep them to 3 points. Otherwise, this thing is done. win your individual battle within the framework of the team defense, beat that guy across from you and make a play. I expect them to attack on defense and not sit back.
58, boys, 58, 58, come on. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time, and this will be caught. Touchdown! They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly. I feel like envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is. If you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, story confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas.